Hello viewers, Sriram Kumar here. This is for ShriLearning. We are talking PMP success in January 2022. There was a big worry for many of them. January, how the exam is going to be. The subject going to change totally. We have to read PMBOK 7, 8, 9, 10. People are very worried. Nothing to read much more. It's the same content, same book. And we are following and people are clearing the exams. And I have Nikhita in front of me from Pharma Domain, and she cracked the PMP on 17th of January. So first, congratulations, Nikhita, for this great achievement.
Thank you so much, Sriram.
Great, lot of smiled face. Okay, what we'll do is we'll quickly see your profile, the certificate, because seeing that orange gives amazing, good mindset, right? All right, so now we have the certificate for 3 years. And did you have some timeline in mind? I know you started the preparation some time back. We'll hear all the stories, but are you able to target some time, or are you able to move accordingly?
Sriram, so I kept shifting my exam dates. I wanted to be done in 2021, but it moved from August to November to December to finally January.
Okay. Why I specifically ask these questions is there are people on the same mode where they can't maintain the date. They keep on moving. They should not feel bad that, oh, I'm keep moving the date. End of day, if you can achieve it, that's a big win, right? That's a message. So great. First, thanks for coming up here. And we want to know more about you. So what do you do? What made you to come to PMP?
Yeah, so I'm from Pharma Domain, like you said. I work in Merck. So it's a biotech company. And I've been working in Merck for about 6 years now. And currently I'm a team lead. And why I took up PMP, or why PMP came about, is back in 2017, I heard this somewhere. I saw someone's name, I think, PMP are there. So I was like, what is this PMP and what's it all about? It started from there. I think it was like kind of a manifestation that, okay, I should maybe reach there one day. So I somehow maybe read about it, just heard about it, like, okay, this is PMP, project management, okay, project managers. It was very new to me. So I was like, okay, let me see after some years maybe. So that went on. And I think in my job, I slowly learned what is project management, what is a project, how this PMP will be, what is the exam about. Slowly, one small steps towards this PMP journey. That's how I came about PMP, and
Nice.
it was like a dream. It was like a dream.
Nice,
Just,
right?
okay, I have it.
Yeah, looking at somebody having that suffix, that motivates. Now today you are going to put in your email address as your Nikhita PMP. I believe this will motivate some other person in the market. Yeah, that's interesting. And I remember the day, I think it was a classroom training in Merck, right? We all came there, and it was a good, interesting classroom. I remember class were assorted and people are sitting here and there. It's a COVID season.
Yes.
Really, it's interesting days. I think we are missing the classroom training for a long time.
Definitely.
So now you being into pharma, and your nature of work is pretty tight. I understand pharma industry always in tight background. Now, how do you see management from your perspective? Was it you already practicing, or when you read the books, you found it's all so new to you? How was it for you?
So for me, Sriram, it was a mixed, situation. Some of the topics were pretty easy, like stakeholders I could connect with, team or resources in general, maybe even schedule to a certain extent. And other parts like cost, procurement was something totally alien to me. Like, okay, what is all this?
Yeah.
So
I remember in the class, there was one person, he was so much interested on procurement because he was dealing with the procurement department in Merck. So he was keep asking more questions about procurement.
Yes.
So that's a challenging domain area.
Yes.
Okay. Fantastic. I understand you have a mixed feel of it. Learning happened. I'm happy that you got an idea of PMP. Now, how is your reading habits, and how do you picked up reading? Because class happened in a pandemic time, and then there was a little gap there. And getting back to rhythm is a big job. So how do you made it happen?
Actually, big gap, Sriram. So I remember you saying, see, February, March, classes will be done. target 4 weeks, okay, maximum 1 month, 2 months, okay, target it, study, give the exam, block a date, give the exam. That didn't happen. March we were done, and slowly we were like, okay, we went into that comfort zone. At least I went into the comfort zone. Okay, I will see, I have the whole year ahead. Okay, I'll plan some date, I will give some date. But then somewhere, I think in June, I was like, no, learned. So I will start studying. So June, I studied properly. I started. I picked up PMBOK. I was like, okay, I will study. June, July, I did good studies. August, zero, nothing. September, October, little. Okay, weekends here and there. It happened. But mornings, I used to get up and I used to spend time, good time. That is the only time I got. 1 hour at least go through a couple of pages. That's what I wanted to commit. That's how I will proceed, go further, and finish that big book there. So that's how it happened.
That's good, I believe. I think that's a good consistency, at least a little bit to keep moving.
Yes.
Nice.
And one thing which helped was my reading habit. So I read a lot of books. So because of that, I felt, okay, for me, reading was not a challenge, or studying was not a challenge. I was like, okay, like any other book, I will read.
All right. Those first bench group. Huh?
No, not first bench group. I read novels, I read fiction, non-fiction stories, everything.
Sure. Good to know you read it. So PMBOK 6 is your primary book to read for the exams you prepared.
Yes.
All right, that's good. When you practice questions, are you able to score well, or you have to pick up slowly?
So what I did, Sriram, I went through the 10 knowledge areas in PMBOK first. After each knowledge area, I would go to Rita, take the chapter test over there, and score. Okay, how much ever I got, and analyze where I went wrong, what I missed, what am I not studying, all those kind of things. So one knowledge area test, That's how I did it. But for me, when I took Rita tests, I was like, which book is this and what is this? Because PMBOK had the basic, like whatever is required. PMBOK had that. Rita had a lot of things. For me, when I opened Rita like chapters, I was like, what am I studying? Is this same or something different only? So I took chapter tests there. I learned from those chapter tests. That's how I learned some more topics which didn't get covered in PMBOK.
Right. I know Rita has little extra content also. Sometimes they go over the board. But one good thing about Rita is they have the chapter test. They give the hint for exams in a chapter here and there. They tell it's important, read this. Kind of those things will give, it'll be like a guidance. Somebody's guiding you towards exam. Right? That's
true. Those tips and tricks for the exam actually really helped. So at least I made sure those ones I will go through.
Perfect. So when you start your full exams, on the first full exam, were you able to sit for 4 hours continuously, do it properly? How was it?
It was like a big challenge. Actually, I think I took the first mock exam. I messaged you, Sriram, I have some 2 hours left. I finished it so quickly, and I scored pretty okay. But for me, time was one thing. I could not spend the entire 4 hours, at least 3 hours, 45 minutes, something like that. I could not spend. I think time was one challenge.
Yes, I keep wondering how she's doing it, whether she read the question or just click next. 2.5 hours writing 180 questions is pretty heavy. Right? Okay. Okay, then how do you, when you come to next further exams, full exams, did you change your timing pattern? How you managed it?
So first two, it happened like that. I had a lot of time. I messaged you. I was like, Shriram, timing, I don't know, something is happening. Then you gave me that division 90, 70, 70. So based on that, I tried to, read little slowly, read all the answers slowly. I was making it like a conscious thing. Okay, read it slowly. Don't read it fast. And I would tend to jump to the answer before reading the entire question. Okay, what is the answer? So third and fourth mock, I think I took okay time, but still I was finishing before time. It was becoming like I was getting anxious. Okay, what about this?
I got it. That's interesting. So now your main exams, Was it a center-based, as a proctor? What kind of exam it is?
It was proctor based. I really wanted center based because for me, exam mindset will only come going to a center, being in that peace of mind and giving the exam. Proctor based, I didn't want to go, like just half-heartedly I took proctor test because I wanted to get done with the exam. So center based was somewhere in February for me. So I was like, February no, January be done with it. So went with proctor based exam only.
Right. So was it smooth? Any challenge?
So it was pretty challenging. Actually, I took my exam in the work laptop. So one recommendation is please don't take it in your work laptop.
I think
Borrow
that
from
made
your
that
neighbor, friend.
I think that the whole day morning was screwed up, right? You were
Oh,
in.
yes. I was thinking the previous day, okay, by this time my exam will be done. But the actual exam day, I was still on call and struggling. Okay, my exam, when is my exam going to be?
Painful. That's painful. So there
Yes.
was some background service running in your laptop, because of which
Yes.
PMI and not Pearson was not allowing you to load the exam.
Correct. So it is that remote screen, whatever the IT people want, that remote screen from your laptop, right? In your work laptop. That one was running. And that could not be killed because it needs admin access. Yeah.
God, yeah.
So,
All right.
so beg, borrow, steal personal laptop.
Yeah, I keep telling that don't use Office because
Yeah.
this kind of issues will come. Okay, but I like that what you did. You messaged me. I know the problem is going on. There is a mess there. Then I thought that maybe you may go to exam another day, choose a day. But you said, Shriram, evening I'm writing the exam again. You want to close it that day.
So for me, yes. For me that day, closure mindset was, I'm giving the exam today. Let's see what will happen later. Okay, not okay, later. But I want to give the exam today. That was my, self-commitment.
Right. After having all this pressure happening around, now exam happening there, was it in your control? Questions were going good for you. How was it?
So actually, more than the exam tension, I was like, will I be able to clear that first part, system check and all those things. For me, exam went somewhere only. The system check was on my mind, but it went smooth. Exam pattern, whatever questions were good. Like at least the first two sets, they were good. Pretty like straightforward, I would say, like, more expected, the people, resource, stakeholder, team, those kind of questions. Again, no calculations, nothing, not even one question on calculations. And like the most focus was on you as a project manager. So what would you do? Your stakeholder does that, your team does that, your customer does that, your vendor does that. So what would you do in that situation? Completely situation based.
Very good. Very good. See, I know that you have this time management thing where whenever you do an exam, you go pretty fast. Now you go sit in a main exam. How was your speed? Bullet train. What about the bullet train there?
So there I was conscious, Sriram. I was like, see, I have to finish it in good time. I have to read properly. I have to answer properly. So totally, I took good time, and I had, I think, about half an hour, 34 minutes left when I finished the exam.
Still is a good speed. Good speed. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So you managed at 60, and did you took a break after 60 questions?
Yes. For me, after the morning challenge, that exhaustion had already set in. 60 questions, I could do it, like aram se. Then I took a 5-minute break. I said, okay, I need it. I was rubbing my eyes, rubbing my head, everything. Then second 60 questions, I was like, nothing was going inside my head because I was already exhausted. I was reading the question, nothing is going inside. I'm like, I chatted with the proctor. Can I take a break even in between that 60 questions? Or is it only after 60 questions get completed? They said you can only take later. 120th question you can take, not in between. I was like, okay. I was looking at the question number. Okay, fine. It's moving. I'm just waiting for that second break. So second 60 questions was pretty exhausting for me. Then
usually there's a reason when any incident happens in the exam, before exam, I recommend people don't take exam same day. The reason is middle of the exam, you will get a little tired because already a lot of things running in your mind. But anyway, you did. Okay, then what happened after that?
Then second break after 120th question, I asked the proctor, can I put my head down and can I rest that break time? Because I was scared for every single moment, Sriram. I was like, whatever moment I do here, there, I don't want to get into any trouble. Enough of that trouble in the morning. So I messaged and he said, you can put your head down and everything. So I put my head down, took good rest. Like I could just gather my thoughts, gather myself. I was all ready. Last 60 questions was again smooth. No issues over there.
Okay. So in between, you went to Dhyan or Dhyan stage, little bit short nap.
I don't know. Like that, after that.
Yeah, for your speed, you can even take a half-an-hour nap and come back.
I wish, but then they said all that 10-minute exam will start, timer and all. No, I was like, no. I will stick to whatever is there. I'll go as for that.
Very good, very good. I really appreciate the effort you took. I really like the guts and willpower you had, irrespective of tiredness, a lot of pressure in the beginning of the exam. I know many people hearing this, viewers, you may feel that proctor is bad. It's not always. Sometimes it happens like this. Be little prepared, as she said. Laptop, little be prepared because we don't know which laptop has which service running. So that can be a trouble. Yes. Yeah, that's a point. Anyway, good. So what is your suggestions for the people preparing for exam who have a break again start, fear of can I start now? What is your thoughts for them?
So even I would suggest, even though there is a break like that, even for me, there was months gap, weeks gap, but at least when you're fixing that, okay, I want to take it in this particular month, maybe 1 month before, be very consistent. That time you be very consistent, you get into that mode, okay, I'm going to study every day, move every day, and then be committed at least that time. Then I think that mindset will come. Otherwise, too many breaks there will be a problem.
Makes sense. At least last 1 month, you mean have a date and be targeted. That's fine. And again, I found you have a habit of reading every day. I think that is not missed out. Yes. That's very good. Nice. Good to know. Super thoughts. Thanks a lot. So PMBOK 6 and a little bit on a RITA 10th edition, practice exams, and then hit the main exam. And again, your speed was a little good.
Weekly mocks, Sriram.
I believe a little bit break at my side. Hey, sorry, a little bit break at my side.
Okay, no problem.
You were telling about that weekly exams are useful for you, isn't it? Saturday, Sunday.
Yes. So even though that gap was there in studies and all, I would make it a point to attend whatever those weekend tests were going on. At least if I'm at home, if I'm free, like I would definitely take it. So that was like keeping me, like reminding me, see, PMP exam is there. Take that.
I think weekly test is a good thing I found. People come there, they elaborate a question. Somebody will talk about why this question is like this. I think that is very important discussions needed to think from different angle, right? That's pretty interesting.
Yes.
Super good. Great.
And you don't feel alone there. It's not like only you're studying, preparing. You feel, see, there are so many people who are taking these exams, they're studying, okay, I am there, so I should do it. So that will keep you like motivated.
Perfect. Well said. That's absolutely right. You need a group for this exam. I think we need a group. You cannot go all alone. We need a group of people. Nice. Super good.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
So how much family behind you for this exam preparation?
So parents were very supportive. They were like something, no, some PMP exam you're going to take. They were not really clear what it is, but some PMP exam, go for it. Study. Did you study? Every weekend, every time it's like a check. Did you study? Did you study? Did you study? And on the day of the exam, my husband helped a lot in this whole issue, laptop issue, calling them.
Packing, dropping you on time. These are duties of husband.
So yeah, that day when I was fully tensed, he really supported. He was like,
Okay.
"Don't worry, escalate it, do that, call them, don't hang up, keep troubling them." All that was this there,
Nice.
and also weekends he would say, "See, you're not doing anything. Don't watch Netflix, YouTube. Don't do that. Study."
Okay. There is
So
someone to watch out what you're doing there.
yes, and also every morning that support, like, did you study today? Get up, don't get up late. Get up early and study. So constantly that support was there.
Nice, nice. I think after the exam got over, you'll be totally relieved, right? You'll feel little relieved, and you will catch up all the series you missed in Amazon or Netflix.
No, Shriram, actually I caught up only on sleep.
Slept happily for 2 days.
Yes, yes.
Much needed, much needed. Okay, great. Super. Once again, great. Thanks to you for coming up here, giving the points. Interesting points is read the books consistently. And she had a good speed of writing exam, but at the same time, main exams, she was able to stabilize well. Going good speed is fine, but too much of speed also sometimes you miss the question. You have to be a little careful, but she made it proper balancing there. One lesson what she is sharing here is when you go to Proctor exam, watch out your laptop. If it is Office, pretty careful, but don't use Office because it will have a lot of service running. I think she recovered out of it and she took a personal laptop again, did the exam by post lunch, but still it's exhaustive. Once morning, you are in a mood to give, right? Something blocks that will make your mind little disturbed, but she made it happen. Super good. So, and again, Nikhita, I'll be so. Go ahead.
Yeah, one last one was Sriram's motivation. That's like top there. Whatever is your self motivation, okay, group, everything, but his messages, at least checking in. Did you study? What is the progress? Are you given this thing? No distractions. That is the sole motivation. That will drive you. That you have to do it because he's the one who's motivating, taking that much time, trouble, and reaching out to you, asking, okay, what is it that you're doing? That is a number one motivation. I think that made me go for it.
Great. Happy to know.
Without that, it would be difficult.
Happy to know that I took it in the right way as motivation, not as a trouble. This guy keep bugging us.
No, Sriram, definitely not. Definitely not. I think even after the mock exams, when I was little losing confidence, your messages was like, okay, you've already got it. So you've got the certificate. So just go and give it. So that was what will keep you like motivated in the last minute.
Right. And I was surprised the speed. I was, what this girl is writing here. Your English reading ability is pretty good. That's what I can understand. Because you are going 2 hours, 2.5 hours, one exam is man.
But also anyway, risky, Sriram. Yeah.
Yeah. But there are people there. I would have said, right, Felicia, from your organization, she did an main exam. Those days, it's 4 hours exam. Pretty tough. It was not this PMP. It was craziest of exam. She did in 2.5 hours. I came out, I'm done with the exam. What? You're done. So some people have that ability of reading the question faster. Okay, that's a point. Nice to know. Nice, good. Keep rocking, and I'll be so happy that what you learn should be applied. I would keep telling that this is not only a paper certificate. When you do the work, people should feel that she should be someone qualified. They should come and ask you, are you a qualified person? Then, oh yeah. So then the nature of work, what we do, that should show that we are talented and qualified. That's important. Okay. Definitely. Super good. Keep rocking. Thanks a lot for coming up here. All the viewers, thanks for watching this video. Give your likes and comments. I believe in between we had some internet up and down. Today is a little crazy day for internet. But again, she gave a lot of information. You cannot exactly copy that. But one thing I keep checking with her, how do you pick up when there was a slowness? Because there are people who start and then drop, again start. She too had the same trouble. But one thing she said is, Every day, at least she will read a couple of pages. She was keep doing that. So please follow that format, minimal level. I'm sure you'll definitely win. All right. Super. Nikhita, thanks a lot. Have a great time.
Thank you so much, Sriram. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.